ISO 15378 2017 Primary Packaging Materials for Medicinal Products. Quality, GMP compliance, patient safety. From URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited. Our email ID is info@urgsiso.com. Our mobile number is +917359458455. This is our WhatsApp number also. We are 24/7 available on WhatsApp. Please contact us through WhatsApp. Hello everyone and welcome to URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited. Today we are going to discuss a highly specialized and important standard for the pharmaceutical and health industry. ISO 15378 Primary Packaging Materials for Medicinal Products. If your organization manufactures, supplies, converts, prints, tests or manages primary packaging materials for medicinal products, this standard can be highly relevant to your business. But why is pharmaceutical packaging so important? When we think about pharmaceutical quality, we normally think about the medicine itself. We think about the active pharmaceutical ingredient. We think about formulation. We think about manufacturing. We think about testing. But there is another critical component that directly interacts with the medicinal product. The primary packaging. Primary packaging is the packaging material that comes into direct contact with the medicinal product or provides an immediate protective barrier for the product. Examples can include glass containers, vials, ampoules, syringes, plastic containers, caps and closures, rubbers and stoppers, blisters materials, tubes and other packaging components depending on the application. A packaging material that is not properly manufactured or controlled can potentially affect the quality, safety, integrity or performance of the medicinal product. This is why pharmaceutical packaging manufacturers need strong quality and good manufacturing practice controls. In today's video, we will explain what ISO 15378 is, why it is important, what primary packaging materials are, the relationship between ISO 15378 and GMP, quality management requirements, risk management, contamination control, traceability, documentation, change control, supplier management, production controls, validation, testing and inspection, non-conformity and CAPA, internal audits, training, customer requirements, certification, and how URGS can support organizations with ISO 15378 consultancy, implementation, training, internal audits, and certification support. So let us begin. Chapter 1. What is ISO 15378? ISO 15378 is a quality management standard is specifically designed for organizations involved in the manufacture of primary packaging materials for medicinal products. The standard incorporates the principles of good manufacturing practice or GMP relevant to primary packaging materials within a quality management system framework. This is important because pharmaceutical packaging material manufacturers operate in a highly regulated environment. Their products may eventually be used to package tablets, capsules, injectable medicines, vaccines, biological products, liquid medicines, ointments, and many other pharmaceutical products. The packaging material must therefore meet defined quality requirements and should be consistently manufactured under controlled conditions. ISO 15378 provides a structured framework for organizations to establish and maintain processes that help ensure the quality and suitability of primary packaging materials. It also helps organizations integrate quality management, GMP principles, risk management, process control, traceability, documentation, validation, and control improvement. An important point is that ISO 15378 is not simply another general quality certification. It is specifically focused on primary packaging materials for medicinal products and the GMP related controls associated with their manufacture. Now chapter 2. What are primary packaging materials? Before going further, let us understand what we mean by primary packaging materials. Primary packaging is generally the packaging component that is in direct contact with the medicinal product or provides the immediate containment and protection required for the product. Depending on the pharmaceutical product and packaging system, examples may include glass bottles, glass vials, ampoules, plastic containers, plastic bottles, pre-filled syringe components, rubber closures, stoppers, caps, blister packaging components, aluminum foils, tubes, and other specialized packaging components. The packaging needs to protect the medicinal product from factors such as contamination, moisture, light, oxygen, physical damage, microbial contamination, and other environmental influences as applicable. The packaging may also need to maintain the integrity of the product throughout manufacturing, storage, transportation, distribution, and use by the patient. Therefore, packaging quality is an important part of pharmaceutical product quality. Now, Chapter 3, why ISO 15378 is important. Let's now understand why pharmaceutical packaging manufacturers should consider ISO 15378. First, patient safety. Ultimately, pharmaceutical packaging contributes to protecting the medicinal product and therefore supports patient safety. Second, GMP integration. ISO 15378 integrates relevant GMP principles into the quality management system for primary packaging materials. Third, consistent quality. The standard promotes controlled and consistent manufacturing processes. Fourth, risk management. Organizations can identify and control risks that may affect packaging quality. Fifth, traceability. Pharmaceutical packaging requires strong traceability. Organizations should be able to identify raw materials, production batches, processes, operators, inspection results, testing results, and final product status. Sixth is customer confidence. Pharmaceutical companies need confidence in their packaging suppliers. An effective ISO 15078 system can demonstrate a structured approach to quality and GMP related controls. Seventh, control improvement. The standard encourages organizations to monitor performance, address problems, and improve their processes. Chapter 4, ISO 15078 and GMP. One of the most important aspects of ISO 15078 is its relationship with good manufacturing practice. GMP is fundamentally concerned with ensuring that products are consistently produced and controlled according to appropriate quality standards and applicable requirements. For primary packaging manufacturers, GMP principles can influence many areas. For example, facility design, personal practices, hygiene, production controls, contamination prevention, equipment, documentation, material handling, storage, inspection, testing, traceability, deviation management, change control, and quality systems. ISO 15078 provides a management system structure within which applicable GMP principles can be systematically implemented. This means the organization needs more than a quality policy. It needs controlled processes. For example, if a manufacturer produces glass vials, the organization needs to control raw material inputs, manufacturing parameters, inspection, cleaning where applicable, packaging, storage, identification, traceability, release, and customer specific requirements. The objective is to ensure that the final packaging material consistently meets specified requirements. Chapter 5, Quality Management System. ISO 15078 requires organizations to establish a structured quality management system. A quality management system should define processes, responsibilities, authorities, controls, resources, documentation, monitoring, and improvement activities. Top management has an important role in establishing the quality culture. Management needs to provide resources, competent personnel, appropriate infrastructure, suitable equipment, training, and an environment that supports product quality and GMP compliance. The organization should also establish appropriate quality objectives, for example, reducing customer complaints, reducing production defects, improving batch acceptance, reducing contamination incidents, improving on-time delivery, improving CAPA effectiveness, and improving process performance. The quality management system should be integrated into everyday operations rather than existing only for certification purposes. Now, Chapter 6, Risk Management for Primary Packaging. Risk management is extremely important in pharmaceutical packaging. Organizations should identify potential risks that could affect product quality, packaging integrity, patient safety, regulatory compliance, and customer requirements. Consider a simple example. Suppose a rubber stopper is manufactured for use with an injectable pharmaceutical product. Potential risks could include incorrect material, contamination, dimensional variation, surface defects, improper storage, incorrect labeling, or inadequate traceability. The organization needs to determine appropriate controls. The risk management can be applied to raw materials, suppliers, manufacturing processes, equipment, cleaning, inspection, testing, packaging, storage, transportation, and changes. The level of control should be appropriate to the risk. High risk characteristics may require stronger controls, more frequent monitoring, or additional verification. Chapter 7, Documentation and Data Integrity. In the pharmaceutical industry, documentation is extremely important. A basic principle is, if an important activity is performed, there should be appropriate evidence that it was performed according to the requirements. Documentation may include quality manuals or system documentation, procedures, work instructions, specifications, batch records, inspection records, test reports, calibration records, training records, environmental monitoring records where applicable, deviation records, change control records, CAPA records, and supplier records. Data should be appropriately controlled and protected. Organizations should ensure that records are accurate, legible, complete, traceable, protected, and returned for appropriate periods according to applicable requirements. Data integrity is particularly important when information is used to demonstrate product quality and compliance. Chapter 8, Raw Materials and Supplier Control. The quality of primary packaging materials begin with the quality of incoming materials. Organizations therefore need appropriate controls for suppliers and purchased materials. For example, a manufacturer may purchase glass, polymers, rubber compounds, aluminum, inks, adhesives, chemicals, or other materials. Supplier controls may include supplier evaluation, supplier qualification, defined specifications, purchase requirements, incoming inspection, testing, certificate of analysis or conformity where applicable, supplier performance monitoring, and periodic reassessment. Organizations should clearly define what requirements are applicable to purchased materials. If a critical raw material does not meet specifications, it should not simply enter production without appropriate evaluation and disposition. Strong supplier management helps prevent quality problems from entering the entire manufacturing process. Now, Chapter 9, Production and Process Control. Production process for primary packaging materials should be controlled according to defined requirements. Depending on the product, processes may include molding, forming, extrusion, injection molding, glass forming, printing, coating, assembly, cleaning, sterilization related processes where applicable, inspection, and packaging. The organization should identify important process parameters and product characteristics. Equipment should be suitable for its intended purpose. Where applicable, equipment may require qualification, calibration, maintenance, cleaning, inspection, and monitoring. Process conditions should be controlled to prevent contamination, mix-ups, defects, incorrect identification, and other risks. For example, if a packaging component requires a critical dimensional characteristics, the organization should establish appropriate measurement and inspection controls. The objective is to produce consistent and conforming products. Now, Chapter 10, Contamination Control. Contamination control is a particularly important consideration for primary packaging materials. Contamination may include particulate contamination, chemical contamination, microbiological contamination, foreign materials, or cross contamination. The appropriate controls will depend on the packaging material, the intended pharmaceutical application, customer requirements, regulatory requirements, and the manufacturing process. Controls may include facility controls, cleaning procedures, personal hygiene, controlled handling, environmental controls, material segregation, equipment cleaning, pest control, foreign material prevention, and appropriate monitoring. Personnel should understand how their activities can affect product quality. Even seemingly small issues can become important when packaging materials are intended for medicinal products. Now, Chapter 11, Validation, Qualification, and Testing. Some processes and equipment may require appropriate qualification or validation based on their intended use and applicable requirements. The organization should determine which processes require validation and establish appropriate protocols and acceptance criteria. Examples may include processes where the output cannot be fully verified by subsequent inspection or testing. Equipment may also require qualification appropriate to its intended function. Testing and inspection are another important part of the system. Depending on the packaging product, testing may include characteristics such as dimensions, appearance, mechanical properties, physical properties, chemical properties, container closure related characteristics, and other customer or regulatory requirements. Test methods should be appropriately controlled. Measurement equipment should be suitable and appropriately calibrated or verified as applicable. The objective is to ensure reliable quality decisions. Now, Chapter 12, Change Control. Change management is extremely important in pharmaceutical packaging. Organizations may need to change raw materials, suppliers, equipment, manufacturing processes, specifications, facilities, software, inspection methods, packaging, or other aspects of production. But changes should not be introduced without evaluating their potential impact. A structured change control process may ask why is the change required, what could be affected, what risks are involved, does the customer need to be notified, is regulatory evaluation required, is additional validation needed, what documentation needs updating, and how will the change be implemented. Effective change controls help prevent unintended consequences. Chapter 13: Deviations, Non-Conformities, CAPA and Complaints. No manufacturing system is completely free from problems. The important question is how does the organization respond when a problem occurs. A deviation or non-conformity should be appropriately documented and evaluated. The organization should determine what happened, what product or process was affected, what was the immediate cause, what was the underlying cause, does other product need to be evaluated, is corrective actions required, is preventive action or risk reduction required. This leads us to CAPA, corrective and preventive action, or corrective action and improvement activities according to the applicable framework. A good CAPA system does not simply correct the immediate problem. It looks for the underlying causes. For example, if a packaging defect occurs repeatedly, simply sorting the defective product may not be sufficient. The organization should investigate why is the defect recurring, is the machine properly maintained, are process parameters controlled, is the operator adequately trained, is the raw material consistent, is the inspection method effective, the root cause approach supports control improvement. Customer complaints should always be systematically evaluated. A pharmaceutical customer may report packaging defects, dimensional issues, contamination concerns, labeling errors, breakage, closure problems, or other quality issues. Complaints should be investigated according to appropriate procedures with appropriate corrective action and communication. Now Chapter 14: Traceability and Product Release. Traceability is a key requirement for pharmaceutical packaging. An organization should be able to trace relevant information about a manufactured batch. Depending on the process, this can include raw material batches, production date, production equipment, process records, inspection results, testing results, operators or personnel involved, packaging records, and final release information. Effective identification and traceability help organizations respond quickly if a quality issue occurs. Before product release, appropriate checks should confirm that specified requirements have been met. The release process should be controlled by authorized and competent personnel. This provides an additional level of assurance before products are supplied to customers. Now Chapter 15: Internal Audit and Management Review. An effective ISO 15078 system should be regularly evaluated through internal audits. Internal audits can examine quality management processes, GMP related controls, production, documentation, traceability, supplier management, training, risk management, change control, CAPA, complaints, validation, equipment, and other relevant processes. Audits should be planned based on importance and risk. The objective is not simply to find non-conformities, it is to determine whether processes are effective and identify opportunities for improvement. Top management should also periodically review the performance of the quality management system. Management review can consider audit results, customer complaints, process performance, product conformity, CAPA status, supplier performance, changes, risks, resources, and improvement opportunities. This helps ensure that the management system remains effective and aligned with business and customer requirements. Chapter 16: ISO 15078 Implementation Roadmap. Now let us now look at a practical roadmap for implementing ISO 15078. Step 1: Define the scope. Determine which products, facilities, and processes are covered. Step 2: Conduct a gap assessment. Evaluate existing quality and GMP related practices against ISO 15078 requirements. Step 3 is identify risks. Conduct appropriate risk assessments for products, processes, and supporting activities. Step 4: Establish the quality management system. Define processes, responsibilities, policies, and objectives. Step 5: Develop documentation. Establish appropriate procedures, work instructions, specifications, and records. Step 6 is control suppliers and materials. Implement supplier qualification and incoming material controls. Step 7: Strengthen production controls. Establish controlled manufacturing and inspection processes. Step 8 is establish contamination control measures, means implement appropriate controls based on the product and manufacturing environment. Step 9 is implement validation and qualification, means identify processes and equipment requiring qualification or validation. Step 10 establish change control, means ensure changes are evaluated, approved and implemented in a controlled manner. Step 11 implement CAPA and complaint management, establish systematic processes for problem investigation and corrective action. Step 12 train employees, means ensure personnel understand their responsibilities and GMP related requirements. Step 13 conduct internal audits, means evaluate the effectiveness and conformity of the management system. Step 14 conduct management review, means review system performance and identify improvement opportunities. Step 15 certification readiness, means once the system is effectively implemented and sufficient evidence is available, prepare for an independent certification audit. Now chapter 17, who can benefit from ISO 15078? ISO 15078 can be particularly relevant to organizations manufacturing or supplying primary packaging materials for medicinal products. This may include manufacturers of glass pharmaceutical containers, vials and ampoules, plastic pharmaceutical containers, rubber closures and stoppers, blister packaging components, caps and closures, tubes and other pharmaceutical packaging components. The standard may also be relevant to organizations that need to demonstrate a systematic approach to quality and GMP related controls to pharmaceutical customers. For pharmaceutical companies, having capable and reliable packaging suppliers is also extremely important. The quality of the final medicinal product depends not only on pharmaceutical manufacturing but also on the quality and suitability of packaging components. Now chapter 18, how URGS can support your ISO 15078 journey. At URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited, we support organizations seeking to establish and strengthen quality management systems for pharmaceutical and healthcare related operations. Our ISO 15078 services can include ISO 15078 gap assessment. We assess existing processes and identify areas requiring improvement. Consultancy and implementation support. We help organizations establish a structured ISO 15078 based quality management system incorporating relevant GMP principles. Risk management support. We support organizations in identifying and managing quality and process related risks. Documentation support. We can support the development and improvement of quality procedures, work instructions, specifications, risk assessments, supplier controls, change control procedures, CAPA procedures, complaint handling processes, and other relevant documentation. GMP and ISO 15078 training. We provide awareness and professional training programs for employees and quality professionals. Internal auditor training. We help organizations develop competent personnel capable of conducting internal audits. Internal audit support. We support organizations in evaluating implementation and identifying improvement opportunities. Certification readiness support. We help organizations prepare their processes, documentation, and objective evidence for independent certification assessment. Our objective is to help organizations establish a robust, risk-based, and GMP-focused quality culture rather than simply preparing documents for certification. Conclusion. ISO 15078 provides a specialized framework for organizations involved in the manufacture of primary packaging materials for medicinal products. It brings together quality management, good manufacturing practice principles, risk management, process control, traceability, contamination control, validation, change control, CAPA, customer requirements, and control improvement. The ultimate objective is to ensure that primary packaging materials are consistently manufactured and controlled to meet specified requirements and support the quality and integrity of medicinal products. If your organization manufactures pharmaceutical packaging materials, supplies packaging components to pharmaceutical companies, or is planning to implement ISO 15078, URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited can support your journey. For ISO 15078 consultancy, implementation, training, internal audit, and certification support, contact URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited. Our email ID is info@urgsiso.com. Our mobile number is +91 7359458455. This is our WhatsApp number also. We are 24/7 available on WhatsApp. Consultancy, implementation, training, internal audit, certification support. If you found this video useful, please like the video, share it with your pharmaceutical and packaging industry network, and subscribe to our channel for more videos on ISO standards, GMP, pharmaceutical quality, auditing, certification, compliance, and professional training. Thank you for watching. This is URGS International Certification and Inspection Private Limited, Quality Packaging, GMP Excellence, Pharmaceutical Safety. See you in the next video. Thank you.